What's the difference among artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning? Let's find out. Artificial intelligence is a science field that is interested in finding solutions to complex problems, like humans do. A decision mechanism that is similar to real human decision mechanism is tried to be modeled with some algorithms. Machine learning is a subdomain of artificial intelligence. Machine learning uses mathematical and statistical ways to extract information from data. And with that information, machine learning tries to guess the unknown. Deep learning is a subdomain of machine learning and tries to learn the data with artificial neural network approach. What exactly is AI the solution for? What does AI do better than a human? However, in the early years of AI, it couldn't become the exact imitation of the human brain. With the improvement in science and technology, it was seen that human brain is way too complicated to be modeled with the software. In the following years, researchers focused on decision mechanisms in more specific fields instead of focusing on modeling the exact human brain structure. The AI researchers were mostly focusing on a specific problem and were trying to solve that problem. Until now, the purpose of AI applications is to solve something that an expert spends a certain time on in a very short time. For instance, think about a doctor who is an expert on cancer. The process of his detecting the cancer cells can be modeled with an artificial intelligence technique. The model that we get can always detect the cancer cells just as well as the doctor does. Besides, the developed software can be used by everyone. Hospitals that don't have specialist doctors in this area can also make successful detection. Above all, every problem that requires experts, as long as we have the appropriate data, can be modeled by using AI techniques. Data that is fit to the problem means data that has the features of that specific problem. For example, for the detection of cancer cell size, its growing speed, the enzymes that it secretes, its rate of mutation, etc. This kind of distinctive features need to be collected. If the features that are related to the problem can be collected, the problem can be solved by using machine learning techniques. In most of the problems which it's not possible to analyze the tremendous amount of data by an expert in some certain time, AI applications can come up with successful and fast solutions. How can AI application that does malware analysis be used? It's possible to detect a software, whether it is a malware or a normal software, with artificial intelligence. In order to develop an AI application that does malware detection, the first thing to do is to determine some distinctive features. In addition of some harmless software and some malware to those features, the system is trained. Is AI used to detect cyber attacks? How is its success rate? Of course, AI can be used to detect cyber attacks. There are plenty of academic researches about detecting cyber attacks using AI. The success rate of those researches varies between 85 to 99%. In the last few years, in addition to academic researches, some products have been improved to detect cyber attacks with the help of AI. What are the alternatives to open source machine learning libraries? Firstly, it's important to say that it doesn't matter which language you are using for machine learning. What's really important is the algorithmic approach. As long as you know the machine learning algorithms, you can use the programming language that you want and code the algorithms using that language, or using the libraries, and develop a machine learning application. Python is one of the most common language used in machine learning. It is an open source language that can easily access to a lot of libraries for different purposes. The libraries that is used for machine learning are Scikit-learn. It's a huge library with a lot of algorithms. Using this library makes running the algorithm that you want possible with just 4 lines of code. Nympy. In a machine learning application, statistical and mathematical complex calculations happen a lot. For that reason, the library Nympy for mathematical functions is essential for machine learning applications. Pandas library is used to process the data fast and effectively. Does cybersecurity domain has any other differences from other machine learning domains? Machine learning is being used in tremendous amount of applications. In most of these applications, the things that we want to detect can mostly be defined. Contrarily, in some of the cybersecurity problems, the thing that we want to detect is not implicitly defined. Additionally, cybersecurity domain requires work from the most updated data. However, getting the most updated data is one of the challenges of this domain. Are there any company that develops cybersecurity applications using artificial intelligence? There are lots of companies that develop cybersecurity applications by using AI. In the last few years, with AI becoming more popular, there has been a serious increase in the number of startups that focus on cybersecurity domain. According to CB Insight, in the applications of AI, cybersecurity is on the 5th place. Is it possible to detect cyber attacks before they happen? In order for a cyber attack to be successful, there are some steps to follow successfully. These steps are called cyber kill chain. Attackers might leave some traces in some of these steps, or they can access information about the targeted company that was leaked before, while they are in information acquisition phase. We can see similar situations like this one. Preventing this kind of situations is only possible if you observe your company constantly with the eyes of an attacker. In addition to that, knowing what the attackers can find when they do their research about your company beforehand, and as a result, taking precautions prevents these situations.
Take care.